Hey, what's up, guys? So, a couple of weeks back, I was working on something in TRON network, and I ran into one of those small issues that can waste way more time than it should. I had Trust Wallet, USDT was there, everything looked normal. Then I hit send, and nothing moved. At first, it just felt like something small was off. I checked the wallet again, tried it one more time, waited a bit, still the same result. What threw me off was how many different answers I kept finding. One guide was talking about staking, another was going into energy, some other walkthrough wanted a completely different setup. After a while, it wasn't really the transaction that felt confusing anymore, it was all the different explanations around it. Eventually, I realized the issue was a lot simpler than it looked. On TRON, the wallet can have tokens in it and still not be ready to move them if there's no TRX available for network resources. That tiny detail is usually what stops the transfer. So instead of bouncing between different guides, I just started using one workflow that kept everything in one place. And that's what I'm showing here. I'm using Trust Wallet, but the same general behavior shows up in TronLink and other wallets that support TRX. So first thing I do is choose the amount of TRX. There are a few preset options here, so I just pick the one that makes sense. If it's a quick test, I keep it small. If I'm planning to work with TRON for longer, I go with a higher option. Okay, so next we configure duration. That's just how long I want the tokens available in my wallet. Shorter choice for something quick, longer one if I'm going to keep testing for a while. Okay, then I jump back into my wallet and copy my TRON receiving address. Then I come back here and paste it in. Quick check, everything lines up. Confirm. Okay, at this point, I connect through Wallet Connect and let the protocol handle the approval step or do everything manually. Both ways work, but for this one, I'm staying with the manual option just so every step stays visible on screen. That makes it easier to follow what happens next. Okay, now it's just a short wait while everything gets processed. And there it is, TRX shows up in the wallet. After that, I can go back and repeat USDT transfer again, and this time it goes through the way it should. And really, that's the whole point. It wasn't some strange wallet bug, it wasn't a random blockchain glitch, it was just that one missing piece that TRON needed in order to process the transfer. Once you have that sorted out, the whole situation stopped feeling messy. Now, if a transfer on TRON refuses to move, the first thing I look at is whether there's enough TRX available. That saves a lot more time than trying 5 different fixes that may not even apply. So that's what I wanted to show here, not just the final result, but the reason behind it. Because once the cause is clear, the fix stops feeling like guesswork. If something similar has happened before, leave a comment. I'm always interested in hearing how issues show up in different wallets and setups. And one thing I've noticed over the years, TRON's become one of those networks you end up coming back to all the time. Whether it's moving USDT, testing new dApps, working with smart contract, or just checking how something works, sooner or later, most people working with crypto run into it. And because of that, it's worth understanding how the network actually behaves instead of just memorizing a couple of steps. Once you know why TRX is needed for network resources, situations like this stop feeling random. Next time something doesn't go through, you've already got a much better idea of where to look first instead of assuming something's broken. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover today. Thanks for hanging out.